Good morning, Tibulum. My name is NoNoNoah, and welcome back to Blood West Scavengers. I have had enough people comment on my original series to come back, so I'm here again. I did not think I was going to, because it's very hard for me to go back into a game if I know I'm not going to add anything more to it. Playing the rest of the time through the series I was already in wouldn't have been as entertaining for you guys, and I'm always thinking about you. I don't really so much care about the suffering that I put myself through. I care more about if it's going to be entertaining to watch. And if I'm doing the same tired crap, it won't be. So, you know what the thumbnail said. You saw it when you jumped into this, when you clicked on the video. We are doing a melee-only run of Blood West Scavengers, and I'm going to put up a list of rules over here somewhere on the screen. There's 3 simple rules for right now. Right now, there's 3 simple rules. It's, I have to start a new save file, I can only use melee weapons, and I'm not permitted to use the Alvaro timeskip potion that gives you 5 days into the future. I can't use any of those, and I have to start a new save. That's the biggest thing right there. I have to start a new. I plan on, I'm going to do 6 survived days. If I hit that 6 survived days and I don't die, I'm going to pause my recording session if I have more time. This is all IRL stuff, not so much in the box of the video, but if I would have had more time, I would stop. Every 6 days, I want you guys to come up with a new rule that is reasonable to continue. Like, if you've noticed I do something too much, like I'm using Raven Totem Skulls to save myself and get out of a situation, you can permit me to not use those anymore. That is a totally reasonable request and rule to add to the flock. If it's something stupid, like I have to hop everywhere, probably not going to do that. I have the ultimate say in what rule I pick, but I want you guys to comment what my next rule is going to be. I want this to be as community-driven as possible so that you guys are having just as much fun as I am. I will take into account how many likes a comment post has. So if you see someone has a good rule and you like the comment, I will take that into consideration when I'm thinking of the next one. And you can comment on this one. It does not have to be on the one that I reach day 6. It will be everything growing up to day 6. And then again at day 12, day 18, and so on, until we get to day 30. You guys will be able to, if I even get to day 30, that is, you guys will be able to add one final rule before the last day I'm able to attempt. So, if you have a bad one in your mind, and I make it to day 30, perhaps keep it for then to really fuck me over. There are 2 caveats to this. One, if I die because of a rule, I reset the run, I get all the way back up to the day I was on, with melee weapons only, obviously. I probably won't record that. It might just be like a montage-y kind of a catch-up thing. Like if you guys watch my Iron run with Blood, Sweat, and Tears of the main game, it's going to be kind of like that. I'll just montage, kill everything. But that rule will then go away. If the rule is responsible for my death, the rule will wipe and we'll put a new one in. Also, if the audience isn't so engaged with this as I'm hoping they'll be, this one might slack off. So, if I don't see a new rule by day 6 when these are posting, and there might be a little bit of a delay, they're not going to be 2 a day like the original series was, but if I see kind of disinterest, this series will probably slack and die. So, if I don't see anybody give me a decent rule by day 6, I'll add my own rule that I make up, and if I get to day 12 and everyone's kind of just done with it, I'll put it aside, we'll shelf this one. It was an attempt. I've never done a community-based challenge like this before. So, with that being said, I have one more thing I want to say before we start, and it's this. I want to ask you guys, and this is kind of an early rule you can determine upon me, are throwable melee weapons an acceptable use in this challenge? I'm talking throwing hatchets, I'm talking the 2 unique hatchets that return to you. I'm also talking the Hellbear Claws that I'm probably never going to get because that unlocks on the last day, but also the Stone Mace. The Stone Mace's swing shoots a projectile. If those things are on the table, I think I can probably do this. Not easily, but I can definitely do this. If they're not on the table, I am definitely going to be a little wobbly the first few days until I get a decent footing underneath myself. Also, I forgot to mention this. I'm not permitted to use Molotovs or dynamite. Those are already off the table. That's the only reason why I brought up throwables at all. You guys discuss that down below. I will take into consideration what you guys say. I'm kind of on the fence either way. I think I can, but I don't know if I need to gamble with the devil with that. So that is the last thing I needed to say. Let's go ahead and start the run. And unfortunately for me, I cannot be Cowpoke, because Cowpoke starts with a bow and a knife. But the dude character always starts with an axe, a whetstone, and a knife. So
gotta start somewhere.
Oh, look at that! It finally it shows up. It shows up. Now you know what they get.
Gotta start somewhere.
Well, thank God for that. Yeah, he is definitely the correct pick for the melee run start, because he's got everything I would need anyway, so the dude is the way. I really dislike that I'm abandoning my man, the Cowpoke, but at the same time, there's not much I can do. So, let's go ahead and use this already on this axe. We are completely blank slated, other than I guess he gets a tier of practice makes perfect. This is new. They've updated the game since the last time I've played it. That's new. That's not normally something they do, but all right, here we go. I'm optimistic of my odds here, but I don't believe. See, here's the other thing. I've never played this game with just melee weapons, so I'm like, oh, I can get these arrows and the oh, I can't use arrows. I can't use it. The only thing that's usable on this are the healing items for me and this knife. And I think I'm gonna buy the knife. I'll sell the rusty knife, and we'll just start with a kick-ass knife, I suppose. Can't use Molotovs. We'll probably find so many band-aids that'll make my face melt. Hope you guys are having a fan-fucking-tastic day, but if not, I hope this episode helps. Why don't we start off things easily with a little supply run for ammo, which we'll grab and sell immediately. And we can begin our quest on finding maybe some of the figurines. I released guides recently, and they were received well. If you guys haven't seen those yet, I try to do them as concisely as possible. But sometimes I miss stuff, so if I did miss something, make sure you tell me. I think I'm going to operate under the assumption that I'm going to sell all the ammo that I find, so I don't change my looting habits, because if I change my looting habits, it might take me quite a long time to adjust to what this bull. I'm not picking that up. That's going to sell for like $2. I could sell my fucking dog's right leg for $2. Actually, I could probably sell it for more. There's some freaks out there. Anyway, let's see how our first kill goes on this. We're definitely going to have to speed run the Shadow Step perks, because this guy probably won't die in one hit. Oh, look, I got a critical. All right. I'll take that. This gives me stamina regen, right? Yep. All right, we'll take that. Lowers my stamina initially, but gives me 25% regeneration. I'm going to say that is down in the canyon itself. This is going to be difficult. The longer I think about this, range has always been my favorite go-to in the game, so not having any ranged at all is going to really test if I am good at this or not. No one on the ramp. We might... Okay, there's another band-aid. Perfect. Stacked instantly. Look at that. They definitely sneaked an update past me. I didn't get to read any of the patch notes. I'm not fighting them. Fuck that. Can't throw dynamite. Can't throw Molotovs. I got a pointy stick and a blade. I'll take that, though. That's the other thing, though. Potions. Potions are going to be abused in this. I might actually have to leak into being drunk, which if you've watched any of my other Blood West anything, really, I've always fucking hated being drunk. I guess it is day one. I was really expecting a lot of resistance on this. The goal of the series... I'm not going to go in there. That's a shotgun. Don't need that. Don't need to question that bullshit. The goal of the series, at least episode-wise, is to get 2 a day, just like we were in the original series. But we'll see. Everything has to go a lot slower because I can't kill them from afar. But this stuff, it just feels like second nature to me. Well, how dare you, tower? You didn't have shit in you anyway. No points of interest on this map, though. That's going to suck. There's a knife I really think will win the run for us. It's called the Widowmaker. If you've seen the guides, you know it. I think we came across it in the closed beta. I just realized this will be my third series on this DLC. I have never done that before in my life. That's an odd thing to think about. Sorry, that totally just swept my legs up from underneath me. Okay, I imagine there's going to be at least one or two bastards. Ah, look, a bastard. Of the female variety. We call those a bitch where I'm from. Luckily, she's an idiot. If the metal scrapes on the faceplate, you know that you hit your mark. I'm going to have so much inventory because I'm... Oh, hey, I'll take that. Why don't we use that instantly? I have a new respect for whetstones. Because they're going to be like my meth. Because God knows I'm fucked if I can't find golden oil and whetstones every once in a while. If I come across stuff that's not ammo that's going to be lootable, I'm going to grab it first. But the first few days are always going to be very barren enemy-wise. And man, there's another shotgunning whore over here. Oh man, I'm going to need sneak perks so bad. That was a long crawl to her. I'm gonna need sneak perks so bad. Like how I opted for this first, and then I just switched over to the knife instantly. Ooh, bottled shadow. See, we might... Is that considered a throwable? I guess it is. I don't know. You guys talk about that one. Is bottled shadow fair game? And if it... I feel like that one is, because it doesn't do damage. It's just a buff. It might actually be a... Is it a drink or is it thrown? No, it's definitely thrown. It's definitely thrown. I don't want to think about that. Well, I guess while we're down here, we could get that Vindigo figurine, since he's around here somewhere. Cigar box, shotgun shells, arrows that are going to sell for pennies on the dollar. There's the ammo box. Alright, quest done. You know, if missions are going quickly enough, I might do 3 in 1, but that is definitely a cross that bridge when we get to it kind of thing. No points of interest on this map either, so that means looting everything you can while you can. Okay, he's not up here, which is where I found him last. So the screenshots are definitely going to come in handy for you guys on those guys. But he's not there, which means he's either in the middling cabin. He'll give me some HP, that's why I'm looking for him, and that'll be a permanent buff. So the figurines are extra powerful in this series. I've also seen him over here. Don't see him now, though. I didn't see him in the boxes, though. So he's probably down the hall. If I had to bet, he's probably down the hall. Unless he's behind there, which I don't think he's ever been. Nope. Did I check the desk? I don't think I did. Can you check the desk? I found him over here before. No. Okay. Alright, then he's definitely in this chasm valley cave hallway thing. Hey, look, our first challenge, because he's definitely going to turn. Man, I was really expecting the enemies to be a lot more peppered. I forgot how easy the first few days are. I've been playing this game, specifically this DLC, so long that the days, they're like molasses, man. Ah, shit. We're going loud. Thankfully, loud is just good enough for him. We want to avoid doing that as much as possible. God only knows what terrible monsters await us. This is why a lot of people were like, "Oh, just continue the run you were on." It's like, yeah, I could do that, but man, I feel like I would get bored playing it. So I've already done what I needed to do. Oh shit! There he is! I found him. All right, good. I was gonna say, if he's not here, I have no idea where he is. You look like you need a question answered, so here's your axe. I butchered that fucking joke just like I butchered that guy. Anyway, we could speed run Alvaro's boon, but I don't want to play with fire if I don't have to. But we could. Fuck it. We're already underneath the fort. How far away is our horse? He's in the middle. He's on Jim. He's Jim. Jim's taking care of it. We'll be okay. Another exciting thing that I've learned over my course of clips and guide videos is that apparently every artifact from the main game has a potential to respawn in the inventory of a vendor, and then you can stack the artifacts. So you can have 2 of a thing, and it will still activate the bonuses and the boosts for it. I did that with the old coin necklace. I actually had for my clip thing, I was rocking 3 of them, so I had 675 health or something. It was fucking bananas. It was fucking bananas. But hey, that's show business. Ooh, I might have to drink that one. See, I have to think about everything differently. I don't normally care about an owl shadow potion, but now, that could be the difference between life and death for me. There's a Birdman figurine up here somewhere, too. I don't quite care for it. And if you're wondering why my character's not spouting nonsense every once in a while, it's because I have him turned off. I realized the cowpoke was the same thing. I had his audio muted because I have his text prompts to never, because I got so annoyed with the main character in the game that I fuck. This is gonna be a more difficult one. Nope. You bitch. I'm gonna have to get a lot better at matrix dodging if I think this is gonna work. And I'm so used to just going for it, man. This is gonna be a weird one. I'm out of my skin. I don't feel right. Can't throw nothing. Can't do nothing. Is it? No, it's just a weird looking ball. Oh, there is a small... Well, I guess it's not a rule yet. The Raven Skull totem thing that I talked about, that's going to be a disregarded rule if I can't get away from wherever I am without dying. So, like, up here when I do the skull bit and I teleport back to my horse because I have to, that would be an exemption of the rule. But I don't think... I gave that rule, so I don't imagine anybody's going to be... Well, that's just as fucking useless to me as a goddamn wet chair. Thanks, man. What the actual fuck? Oh, here's your first set of artifacts, but go... You can see further. Your effective range is increased, but you're still an idiot. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, brother. This is gonna hurt no matter what. Oh, look, it didn't hurt that time. I'm fucking baffled. Fence post. Floor. Alright. Potion. Skull. Raven skull. Is there anything else here? What a bunch of bullshit. What? Alright, well. I don't know how much time we have. That's the other... I'm not gonna... The timer is... I don't care. I don't give a fuck about the timer. I guess we are speedrunning Alvaro's Boon on this map. I don't give a shit. I know everything! I've played this game so many damn times now. I know it all. I might as well exploit my knowledge. Did you see me? Good. Good, Anakin. Give in to your blindness. You gonna turn around? You gonna win the Kentucky Derby? You gonna answer any of my questions? You gonna slump over like a dum-dum? Oh, I barely scraped your brains out! What the hell? I got 5 more swipes on this until that whetstone's kaputs. Okay, we could do this the smart way or the stupid way. The stupid way would be looting everything and then going over there. The smart way would be, Molotov, my beloved, I wish. I can't. Our love is forbidden. They told me no. The pyrobug said I cannot, and so I must not. May the lightning strike me once more. Char my skin. Turn me into kindling. If only. If only. Sorry, didn't mean to get all haiku-y on you. I don't even know where that came from. What's in here anyway? Miners? Nah. With an E. With an E, my friend, with an E. With cheese, Mr. Squidward. With cheese. Corner pocket! There he is. Sometimes it's better to wait. I've never fished a day in my life, but when it comes to zombos, it'd be smart to wait. Especially if they're dum-dums and they're going to shamble towards you anyhow. Now, if they're going to do a LeBron James fucking basketball dunk on your ass, then different kind of story, but... Man, there is more ammo on this map than I think. Oh! I don't know how I missed that one. It must have been on a shelf. Bottled Shadow. Whee! Man, day one is... Yes! Oil. Alright, you know what? I'm fine with that. There's gonna be a little bit of money in here too, but... Oil is good. Oil's the way. We probably won't get access to an actual axe until we have Jim in the bar, but... Until then... I guess we'll just have to sneeze and hope. We find some... I mean, the knife's doing fine for now, but I imagine once the biggins get on the map, it might be a different story. How the fuck are you up there? I've never seen a man up there. You don't even got underwear. Had to complete the rhyme, sorry. Oh, that's my rock. I've never seen my rock just hanging out. Oh, I guess it does. He looks like he's perched up on a nice little seat. I think I got 3 stabs. I have not killed that many enemies this mission. I just realized that. Wow. Alright. Let's get into town, I guess. There ain't nothing else over here I care about. There's a couple figurines scattered about we could grab, but the only one I truly would have cared about would have been the Vindigo, because it gives me that health boon. I think. I only just made a guide about it, but you guys have that? When I was younger and in high school, I would study my fucking brains out for a test, and then as soon as I was done taking the test, gone. Purged, deleted, mainframe gone. I don't know why. It's not like I trained myself to do that, it just happened. I don't know if I dissociated so hard that it was just forgotten into the void, or... Because sometimes I randomly have bits where I'm like, wait a minute, I do remember that, but I can't remember exactly what it would have been. So I don't know. I might be a special case of idiot, which has been true most of my life, but I don't know. It's weird. It's odd. Let me know if you guys have any of that, because I honest to God think I might be a test subject of some forgotten... Oh, that's better. Oh, you didn't even give a shit. Great! Good thing you didn't care, man, because that could have went really, really bad for me. Anyway. Man, it's only killing things with a knife. Axe swings too slow for my liking, which is not something I would have told you when I played the main game. I thought the axe kicked ass! But it's too slow, and the knife does the same amount of damage that it does, since it's not a normal axe. I'm not seeing the lady. There's a prodigal daughter figurine somewhere in town. It's either behind a bar. Hey, more bottled shadow. It's like it knows what I'm doing. It's like it knows. It's like it knows. I don't know if the loot pool gets tailored to the character you're playing either. That'd be a definite oversight. But I've also seen a lot of people complaining that this mode is very hard. Hey, look, she's in the same exact spot. Bull! I don't even give a fuck about that. Take that away. Have the eyeballs. 3 figurines in one day. Thank God for those guides. Alright, the only other one we could feasibly get is over here by the farm. The more we take on, the lower our chances are living through the night, and we're already pretty damn close to full. Actually, we are completely full. There's nothing I can do here. Well, I don't need this. Oh my God, there's red mouse on the ground too. What the... What? What? Alright, goodbye, ammo. Because you're going to sell for what? $1.50? That's going to sell for 10? I'm going to be learning what's what around here, money-wise. I'm going to be screwed. I was really hoping I was going to find one artifact on the first day, but I am starting to suspect it might not be till about day 3 that we actually get any points of interest on the map. Probably, again, for the best, but... Oh, I about bailed on that jump. I don't even know why. I don't even know why I about bailed on that jump. Goodbye, gold shot. Hello, Chalice. Did that drop? No, it didn't. Hello, Chalice. I can't pick it up any more of you. Birdman in the window. Kitty in the window. Kitty on the doorstep. Kitty in a motherfucking jar. You guys got a crazy cat lady in your neighborhood? I sure do. She's my wife. And I think this neighborhood has got that guy. Hey, man. They teach you about lobotomies in school? Well, it doesn't matter because I missed anyway. How much that feather sell for, sir? $5? $6? $5? $7.50. Alright, fine. So a full stack of ammo is going to be pretty close to 8. Oh, a cigar. That'd be so useful for nothing. Oh, it's only $17 too. I'm beginning to suspect that a lot of the values in this game are not what I thought they were. Maybe they adjusted the hell out of them. By the way, this isn't challenging yet. I'm just running around like, oh, what can I find to sell? That's got to be more than $7, right? Yeah. Nah, we'll kick out that. All right, there's the sun. All right, I was wondering when it was coming. I knew it was going to be soon. I'm going to try to lean the day out as much as I can, but in the future, that could be a rule. You have to stay the whole day. That could be a rule. I'm just saying. That's a totally reasonable rule. I'm going to try to be as fair as possible when I'm picking rules, and I'm kind of really excited to see what you guys come up with, because I've got those 3 initial rules, and I need you guys to tell me if tomahawks and other melee weapons that have a ranged attack are on the table. If they're not, it'll be interesting, but if they are, cool. Alright, so I'm torn between this, because this will increase our melee damage, which is something we desperately are going to need. But invisible, I guess I could get one of each. We for sure need Invisible Man before we need anything else. It's sneaky, and normally I would say we need Alive and Dangerous first because we're getting up close and personal, but it's not worth the headache yet, and we can kind of figure out what we want to do as we go on. 3 figurines in. Pick up this ammo real quick, and let's start selling off. I can't believe I'm selling ammo. That feels so unnatural. That feels so unnatural to me. It's so icky. So icky. Well, I about sold band-aids. I don't want to do that. No! Give me that back! I'm so used to selling that. Give me that back. Okay. Whew. You can't have it, Joy. Get your grubby paws off my damn shit. Well, I mean, I guess I can sell these. As far as inventory goes, that was really... Well, I'm not going to jinx it. That was fair. It was a fair day. Nothing bad happened. Nothing great happened either, but nothing bad happened. You have anything I care about? The answer, as you would expect, is no. Bleeding resistance, more... See it? I've never even looked at alcohol. Movement speed, penalty decreased, medium alcohol. So, bowler hat reduces ethereal enemy. That is going to be the bread and butter of the spirit zone clearing for points of interest. But for right now, we're good. There ain't nothing more I can do to make this any better for myself. So let's just fucking continue on, shall we? I guess I gotta pick a quest. I got ahead of myself. I about hopped on my horse and ran off into the world.
What I've got.
Well, that'd be easy. Improved vision, no firearms. But it's swamp. Ooh. I don't want to continuously do fetch quests, but we got to have a couple fetch quests in the beginning just to get the feet off the ground here. What do you guys think about this idea? I don't know. I'm kind of going into this blind. I don't have a plan, per se. I don't have a build in mind. There are several builds that are building in my mind as we speak, but I didn't have anything when we started. Okay, good. We're going to the farm. That's where we can find our next figurine. And we might have enough time to dip into the church and get Alvaro's boon. Problem with the Alvaro's boon in this area is we're going to have a fight, and it's going to be ranged-based mostly, so I don't know how that's going to go for us, but we'll cross that bridge when it shoots at us, I guess. There's a safe over here already. Why don't we open this bitch up? A brooch! Well, that'll be about as useless as my fucking left foot when I put it in a fucking plunger, but at least we'll start building some credit up on that. Nothing there. Oh, shit, I only have one. I only got one strike left with this before I guess I could golden oil it. I feel like that'd be kind of a waste. This is definitely going to be down in the pit cave. I think most of the things we're going to find are going to be wet sounding, I'll call them, meaning they're already pre-dead. Yeah, like a humipede and shamblers. I couldn't imagine they put shotgunners on the point already. So we're relatively safe. It's going to be about day 10 that things got really interesting for this build. Well, the run in general, but there's another one in here. Hi. I don't know what was expected of me there, but that worked out just like I wanted it to. Alright, no figurine up top either, so it's probably in the shed. Probably. Or it could be on the top of the barn. I can't see that far. If I squint my eyes at the screen that... Oh, fuck, there's a Vindigo over there. Well... This right here is what you wanted to see! The epic rematch of the idiotic thing I did once. Me, a Wendigo. Let's see how these work. I've never used one. It is a throwable. Interesting. How long does it stay, though? And, he's far away from it now. I probably should have used that moment to move up and get in that shadow cloud, but I also didn't know how big the cloud was going to be. That is like an emergency ninja potion. And it's gone. That lasted 10 seconds. Long enough for his patrol pattern to cease. Okay, alright, we're approaching... We're going to approach this differently now. Since that's a major setback. There's that, and there's the figurine. Alright, cool. Didn't even have to step foot in there. I still am, but I didn't have to. Grab everything to a window and run. That's what they used to do. Okay, our best bet is sneaking upstairs, jumping down, and stabbing him right in the noggin. It didn't seem like the shadow alerted him when I threw it, but since we're already playing with fire... Well, now I can't see him either. This is stupid. This is stupid. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. This is stupid. This is stupid. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done. Oh. Nope. Okay. Are you happy now? Man, that took 3 hits. That is some wild shit. Okay, well. Anyway. I think I'm gonna use the axe for the... Because, like, that would have been... Hang on, we gotta equip it again. That would have been, what, 40 damage? But I got the gold on it. Whatever. Actually, I think when I read that, it did say that it's 50% of whatever the damage is added on top of the damage. So yeah, I guess it would have been 30. So we're working with pins and needles right now, man. Imagine what we'll do whenever we get something that's actually usable. I'm eyeballing the axe from the swamp, the ritual one, where every hit point of damage, or every hit point you have lost from your health bar leaks back into the axe's damage. I'm eyeballing that one for biggins, but as far as the rest of it goes, I really want to use the Widowmaker. But that would require 2 things. The loot pool being a generous bastard, which it never is, and me living long enough and getting into a point of interest. So I don't see one of those things happening, but we'll find out, won't we? What does this do? Bleeding lasts longer. I know there's bleed builds out there, but I don't really care, man. Bleeding lasts longer. Oh, hell yeah, give me that. That's an invulnerability potion. I would have drank that and attached it onto the Wendigo, but then I would have had to be extra cautious about those spirits. I mean, there's another save. How many saves are at the farm? Were these always here? I think the saves jumble about every map restart, but could be wrong about that. There's more cigar box. We could run into the burial ground, but I don't. There's no points of interest on the map. I think our time would be better spent going towards the church and getting the second part of Alvara's Boon. But again, We would then have to fight a ranged battle, which I don't think we're not necessarily set up for yet. I only have 100. I got 110 health, which isn't terrible, but it's also not ideal for something you're going up against a disadvantage with. So there's that as well. Sorry, as I continue to convulse with these thoughts, I don't know what to expect. I'm kind of shocked this is going off relatively without a hitch. Like, the Vendigo definitely... If the Vendigo would have killed me, I would have started thinking, yeah, this could potentially be impossible, but I also didn't have to fight that Vendigo. I chose to do that, because I need to test the capabilities of poke and prod, which is unfortunately what we're going to be doing for at least the first 6 days. That is alcohol. Something I never would have cared about before, but now am drawn to. The alcoholic's life might fuel the success of this run. I might have to look into drunk builds. Oh, I don't want to look into drunk builds. Most of the drunk stuff has to do with shooting and being, like, really wobbly. Sorry, my two thoughts crashed into each other like waves in my brain, which normally revolves around me becoming slowed. There's probably a safe in the middle room here, too, isn't there? Yep, I'm calling bullshit. All right. Oh, Dynamite, my beloved. I'm sorry. I'm not even allowed to pick you up. I can't. My wife will yell at me. So there's 4 safes here. I don't know if that's always the case, but there's 4 safes in the farm. That is nutty. All right, I think we're going to go with my original plan and march into town, hit up the church, grab the coffin figurine, and then at least have... There's band-aids there, and there's band-aids there. At least have the Alvaro door open and ready for us to go in. Because, again, I don't want to really fight anybody if I don't have to that's ranged. These guys, thankfully, have been mostly melee combatants, but you don't see anything. See that? See how long it took him to notice me? That's what we're looking for. We want to be practically invisible to the naked eye. Or the undead eye. Or the naked undead eye. I don't know what you're into. Man, this lower health bar is really starting to piss me off. Or stamina. Man, I never thought I'd see the day I cared about my stamina. Gonna have to high bar that one. There's some stuff we can do. There's some stuff we can do about that. No, that one's got the gold oil on it. I'm gonna try to waste out the whetstone as much as I can before I go into that one. What's in the sheriff's office, Andy? Goddamn shotgun for some reason. Just on the stairs. Waiting and willing. I about made a very bad joke there. I stopped myself. You could see the stupid things running through my brain. You would crash your car. It looks like it's all Birdmen up there, which could indicate that it's a point of interest. If there's a bunch of the same enemy type grouped up on one location, it normally points to a point of interest. It might not show on the map yet, but it could just be there. Or it could be a giant coincidence, and most of the time it's that. Well, there's definitely 2 of you already. That leads me to suspect that my hunch might be correct. If there was more of you, I'd feel stronger about it, but I'm not thinking so. There's the Shambler. Nice and easy out here. In the ditch. You kidding me? I got room for that. You are making up lies. Lies, I tell you. Alright, let's hop in there and get the chalice. Chalice! There's no reason to go up here, but there might be something. Might be a thing or two up here. Probably not. I guess I could probably slot in some ectoplasm. That would make some ranged attacks miss me, at least for a small while. How much does that sell for? $10? That's probably total. Yeah, that's the same. Same! I don't know why I thought that was going to work. I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll move some shit around. That'll work. Requiring... Oh. Well, now I got some room in my inventory. I gotta drink me a health potion. You know what, Birdman? I appreciate the commitment to the grind. You guys stay up there. I'm gonna come down here and put this chalice where it belongs. Up her ass. Don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around. It's a good thing they listen to you. I forgot I have psionic attacks when I want to. You interrupted my jump ladder. Thank you for that. You just didn't want me to break my tootsies. Ladder's got a foot fetish. I get it. I wouldn't be looking at my feet for that, but... These are like some of the deadest days ever. Was it this easy to begin with? There were way more enemies on the map. From my recollection of the first time I played this game. Did they change it because everyone was complaining it was too hard? Bring back the hardness, bro. I'll revert these words in 10 days, but revert it. I'm fucking bored up here, man. I've killed 3 things today. And I fist fought a Wendigo, but what are you going to do? We've got 4 more swings on this with our... Ow! Go fuck yourself. You gave me the bone reliquary to start with? Oh, man. What a fucking dog shit artifact. Oh, I mean it. This thing sucks my dick. Prevents bleeding. Wow, man. What a fucking gift. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to remember you when I'm dead. I'm going to point at you and go, you could have prevented this. Alright, well, how much does that sell for? 20. I need the golden oil. Something's got to go. I ain't picking up anymore. Yeah. I could be throwing the ammo down. Oh, man. That sells for more. Give me that. That's $3. The gold shot for that's probably more. 9. Okay. I'll probably find another piece of gold somewhere. I don't know why I'm weighing fucking nickels and dimes right now. Every penny counts until it doesn't. Spend what you can, my friends. Are you going to be the richest man in the graveyard? Who fucking cares? It's a fine line between saving and saving so bad that you're not living. I don't know where that came from, but take it to heart. Another safe. Why couldn't my first artifact be the Key of Infinity? That would have really made this run better. I can't pick that up. I don't know why I'm looking everywhere. Most of the things that are going to drop are going to be ammo. I don't know. That's just the candlelight hitting that. I didn't realize you were down here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come. Could you tell me the state of this rock? You're going to spin and see me right as I'm about to hit you. You didn't. Good boy! You didn't see me. Come over here, investigate your friend. Think about it. Do a coronary. Autopsy. Make sure you have a funeral, and then cremate his ass. And then the curse strikes again. He was going to see me. I just had to go for it. I didn't expect him to whip around like that. Anything? I'm looking for gold, specifically. Gold. And healing items. Another shotgun. Man, they're being awful generous with the shotguns. They're all rusty, but they're still shotguns. Oh, right. Foliage hurts. I haven't seen a bush the whole round. That's funny. Alright, well, the sun's definitely about to come up. We better start heading back to the horse. Well, don't worry. We'll breathe heavy the whole way there just to piss you off. Can't really do anything but run now. Okay, so the figurines still left on the map are the miner, the shambler, the spirit. Right? That sounds right. Seems right, too. Let me grab those. Have I already found 5? 3 in the first day, 2 today? Yeah, I found 5. Alright, yeah. Well, hell. I know what will get us home quicker. Let's run down here and... Don't worry, Vindigo. One day you and I shall fight. Again. But that day is not today. I don't really need to. Okay, like I was saying, let's cheese this. We can just go back home like this. Oh, hang on. I've been distracted. Fuck your teeth. Get me out of here. You got a good vocal range, bud. Mini safe is not the greatest thing either, but whatever, it's better than nothing. I don't want to get... I guess I'm getting rid of the cigar box. And another cigar box is going down because health potions are more important than that. Alright. I need you. Throw away an acid gland for you. What did that say it was? Oh, reduce it. Oh, reduce... I read reduce HP and thought it said something else. I don't need this shit. I don't need you. Get out of here. That's still $9. Cigar box does better. The nitro ammo... Okay, the nitro ammo is $16. Never mind. I'm sorry I tried to step to your level. That's fair. That's honest. That's good. Reasonable. Well, I really thought we were close to being done here, but maybe we won't. Maybe we aren't. Maybe I will sneak up to the burial ground. Nope, there it is. It's like, I really feel like we're close to being done here. We should be, anyway. Alright, cool. Well, that's day 2. Moving on to day 3, but that'll be in the next one. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to sell some shit off camera. It's still just Joy. She's not going to have any inventory, so when we start the next episode, it'll just be right into the mission. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about this game down in the comments below, as well as what rule you would like to add to day 6, if and when we get there. Thank you for watching, and I will see all you know bros later. Peace for now. Bye!